How we doing tonight? Just coming home from a trivia night, and the Escudo is in Legendary Motors. It was 1.7 million. Really not that bad, considering there's $20 million cars. I bought the car and added the power restrictor and the ballast. That's it. So if it rains here, I'm going to test it out here at Watkins Glen. It's a new track. I played it this morning with the ZR1 Corvette, which it was fun, but I wasn't racing against the 800 pp cars either. So this, I have no idea what to expect. But here she is. Oh, good Lord. Okay, we're gonna do a restart because my wheel was not straight. Alright, that's a little better. The car comes with hard tires, and I had to detune the power restrictor all the way down to like 71 or something like that, 71, 72. So it's a high horsepower car. It seems like it still has plenty of power. Looks like it's a 6-speed, which makes sense because it's long before the 7 and 8 and 9-speed transmissions. Oh man, this thing freaking grips, which you would expect. I mean, with the giant wings on this thing, and it's made for Pikes Peak, so low atmosphere, thin atmosphere type aerodynamics. And this brings me back to the old days of GT, whatever, when they first came out. I'm curious if you could still do the aerodynamic mods where it would pull the front end and do 900 miles an hour. I imagine the physics have come a long way. Like they would almost have to program that back in. But I mean, before the end of the first lap impressions, I am pretty happy about this car. You can see it pulls hard. It also seems to be drinking pretty hard, so we are definitely going to need to hit the pits. I don't know if the rest of the pack will need to. This is a 10-lap race. And hopefully, I don't know if it rains at Watkins. Hopefully it doesn't, because I didn't buy rain tires. I didn't buy anything other than the power restrictor and the weight ballast. Oh man, I like the inverted tack. That is a cool touch. I don't remember what the purpose of that was. I'm sure it had to do with shift points where the driver felt comfortable seeing the needle hit a certain point. And it looks like once it hits 8,000 RPMs, it's right around level. So I'm sure that's what they mounted it in there that way for. But it doesn't look like they even bother with a speedometer. It's just a giant boost gauge and a giant tack that's inverted. very much a purpose-built race car. And I mean, race, not even like, I mean, the car in front of us, the Supra's built within much stricter rules than these Pike Peak monsters. I don't remember where the Pikes Peak Escudo premiered. I want to say it was Gran Turismo 2. It might have been 3, but I know my buddy and I used it pretty aggressively to complete the game, because it's just, I mean, it's a monster of a car. I mean, this is a massively detuned variant, and it's, I mean, you can see it still lets loose when it wants to. It's not tame, it's way detuned. It's just looking for a fight. This is pretty much a point-and-shoot car. I mean, when it starts getting out of hand, you just keep it pointed in the right direction and hold on. Very responsive to input, so like you can brake late. It just seems to kind of adjust to whatever you're doing. This is all flat out right now. I don't know if it's a high speed car, but I mean, it's been detuned to fit this track, so. So like right there, the back end came out because I hit the brakes a little late. I didn't feel concerned, it's just holding on to the road, no big deal. These are hard tires. This had a high-end or a high compression turbo, high RPM turbo, as one of the options to buy. Other than that, it would look like it was mainly tire sets. This definitely feels like a hill climb car. They're just angry monsters. I ran this earlier with the Corvette ZR1, which the car had a tendency to spin. But you almost can't upset this car. I don't even think we need tires. So angry. Such a cool car. It's just cool for how ugly it is too. I mean, like it's not attractive. It's such a monster. That's all right. I wasn't quite sure where the pit lane was, so I'm sure I crossed the lines. I know I did. I wasn't sure if I was going to get a penalty, but I knew I crossed the line. I'm a little biased for this car anyway, because I have a Suzuki Equator, which is basically a rebadged Frontier. So I feel a little love for the Suzuki brand, even though, you know, it's basically a Nissan. The Equator, not this. I'm sure this is... Oh, what's it? Oh, okay. I didn't see the flags come up, so I thought the engine just died for no reason. It's like, that's new. I'll be curious what this does at like the Spa 24-hour race, because it's I don't think it has headlights. So you might be forced to just run it in the dark. And this is flat out. Just gripping. Oh, this thing's a monster. The 32 Ford is also in the Legendary Motors right now. We'll be using some of the money from this race to buy that car too, because that looks like a nice little, sweet little hot rod. Oh, that was such a good slide. Oh. I didn't realize how much I remembered racing this car, but it's like coming back to me hard. Like the sense of nostalgia in this thing is crazy. Just remembering how much of a freaking monster this thing was. And the gear indicator on the hood outside the car, I think it's outside the car. It might be in front of the windshield, but I don't know. But it just pulls in the direction it's pointing. The slides are not at all intimidating. I drove an 06 SPI for a few years, and that car kind of felt that way. Like if the car lost control, you just kept it pointing in the right direction, and you stayed in it, and it eventually figured out which way it was going and kept going. I sold that because it was going to get me in trouble. But being in a game with this thing, it's not such a big deal. Like right there, I had no reason to get on the throttle. I was pushing through the corner and sliding and not through the corner, but why not just floor it? We're pointed the right way. I don't know how this thing would handle in the wet. I'm assuming it would be great just because it slides so happily. Oh. I don't know what line I crossed there, but oh well. Oh, that is a sweet car. Oh my god. I mean, look how freaking hideous it is. Oh. Giant wings. No lights. Just a freaking... Just a speed-built monstrosity. We almost lapped everybody. That was my first time. I mean, I raced that track this morning with a different car. It's my first time running that race at all. We didn't get clean driver. I don't know what I hit. But very cool car. I don't know how old that thing is either. I mean, that's gotta be... I didn't even pay attention to the year. What was it, a 98 or something like that? But you figure it's gotta be 20 years. It's gotta be. So it's probably more than that. I'm just enjoying the look of it right now. It just doesn't fit. Like it's that little bit of a sore thumb where it's like you look at the modern sleek low designs of the new cars and you got this angular, looks like it was built with just chunks of metal. But if you're debating on it, I mean, 1.7 million is not that much in this game, and it's entertaining to drive if nothing else. And what else is there? Well, I would definitely recommend picking it up. And it'll only get better if you turn up the speed and turn up the... I mean, I detuned it. I detuned it to make it fit the qualifications of this race. And it was a monster. So, I recommend it. Do what you will with that, but have a good night.